Welcome back to New York Giants Daily Fix. We are coming off of a 14-7 win against the Washington Commanders, week 7 of this NFL season. And it was a scary one, but we got it done. It came down to the wire, which it shouldn't have. But how'd you feel about the game, Norm?
Let's go, man. Back in the win column.
Yep.
Don't doubt, don't doubt us, man. We're
It feels good. A
back in the
victory.
win column. I feel good. Defense looked amazing. Offense did enough to win us the game. Special teams was awful. Punt team
Awful.
looked good. Special teams punt returns terrible.
There's
Um,
there's
yeah,
a lot of ugly stuff that happened this game. Like this game should not have been close, but it's a win's a win, and we have a victory Monday to celebrate. And I'm just happy we got it done.
absolutely. So
Um, go
good.
ahead.
Go.
So we're gonna look at some of the highlights of the game, talk about them for a little bit, and I don't know, just have fun with it. If you want to start with the first play,
All
Nern.
right. Let's see what the first play is.
3rd and 6. I think this is
Interception.
our first possession,
Oof.
deep ball to Hyatt. And one thing one thing that we talked about in our preview podcast or preview video was the utilization of Jalin Hyatt this game. And granted, he only had 2 catches, but he was targeted way more than that. I think probably targeted
Five
like
times, I
five
think.
times.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the fact that we opened him up the very first drive that we had, I think just opened up our whole offense in the first half.
Yeah, I mean, we gave him a red zone shot. I thought like he almost had it. We'll go into it, but he was really close on that. Uh,
That
I'm just
one-handed.
happy that we're like using him. Like we're seeing his speed. Like we're seeing what we have with him. And I think like now we're gonna slowly see him start to progress and become that guy that we know he could be.
It's so effortless with him. His speed is just insane. Like there's some plays that in this game where he hits like a double move and it looks like he's jogging. Like I think it was St. Juice was guarding him and he was like looking over the shoulder. It's his second deep bomb, but we'll get to that.
All right, let's see what this is Saquon run.
We had a cute little Saquon run.
Oh man, he looks so good. He looks so good in that.
He looked good this game. I think he's healthy because usually, when Saquon comes back from injury, it's like
You need to give him like a minute.
it's hit or miss with him.
Possibly outside.
2nd and 7.
Oh,
Boom.
Wandell. Look at these two guys right here. Boom.
Ran into each other.
Boom. I mean, he breaks another tackle right there.
The
Wandell,
yards
man.
the yards after catch were huge this game in the first half at least.
The explosive plays, like the plays that were 20 plus yards this game, is something that was just like, that's what we need to be. That needs to be our identity. Get Wandell the ball, get him the ball, give him a little space, let him make some magic happen. That's what we drafted him for right there. Like that play is
Hmm.
what we drafted him for.
And not even because we drafted him, people were like, "Oh, he's going to be the Kadarius Toney like fill in once we trade him," which eventually we did, and I'm happy we did. But those are the plays that we need to get Wandale the ball. Those little like China routes or option routes. He's insane at them.
And he's quick, man. You get like I think he's up there in the league in the average depth of target. No, no. I know he's up there in the league in yards with separation or something like that. He has
Oh
like
yeah, average
yards of
separation.
separation per catch,
Yeah,
but he's low in the league in average depth of target.
yeah,
But I mean, he's really he's getting 4 yards separation. Like that's insane.
yeah,
Just you gotta feed him. And
yeah,
where you like if the O line's falling apart and the O line's collapsing, the protection's collapsing, we know that that's our security blanket right there, and that's like really comfortable. That's a really comfortable feeling.
yeah. And the yards after catch were something that we as Giants fans have not seen in a long time, probably since like
Odell,
Odell. Yeah, and it's
with
nice.
Shep when he was younger,
Yeah, and it's nice that
a little bit.
Wandale is capable of doing that type of thing.
Yeah, it's fun, man. So okay, we pulled Justin Pugh there. That's pretty
Did we?
cool. Oh, this is the throw right here.
Third and
Oh,
goal.
bro, that's a beautiful
Insane.
throw.
That's the only player we have on the Giants that can make that type of play.
Yeah, man, he's a beast. That was a great throw by Tyrod.
in between two people
Yeah,
too.
look at that,
The
man. He
seam
threw it
route.
right, perfect location of the ball.
I
Way to
haven't
hold
seen.
that.
We didn't see a seam route because last year we had Daniel Bellinger as our tight end one, but I haven't seen a seam route like that since like 18 Evan Ingram.
Yeah,
Like
man, that was
that was beautiful. It was, and
yeah, he's
I was
really
happy
good.
because I was kind of getting worried. I was like, is this Waller? Because obviously Waller's playing well, but I was worried about, oh, is this gonna be like another Kenny Galladay situation where it's like, when is his first touchdown?
Yeah, yeah. Thankfully it came. I mean, but it's like I just hope we keep it up, and I hope we keep feeding him in the end zone because that's where I think he's going to really dominate. I think he should really end the season with close to 10 touchdowns. I know he's starting late, but come on, we could do this. Like,
We could
let's
do this. We
feed him
could.
the ball. Like,
Yeah.
he's 6'6", and when you get in the red zone, like, let's not overthink this. Last
Mhm.
game, last play, there was a flag on him. I like the throw.
Yeah. One thing I want to talk about with that last play, I don't know if Daniel Jones is making that throw. Like I know he has the skill to, but he's not gonna throw it. He's just not confident enough.
It's something about his like he's scared to make the throw. I don't know what it is with him. He's just
Yeah.
scared.
Yeah. We'll talk about that situation later. Oh, what is this? A Commander's highlight?
No, 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 no.
Nah, I'm joking.
Here we Oh,
Tay
Tay.
Banks. That was beautiful. That was actually beautiful. Because I saw like I forgot who was talking about it, but Tay Banks was in his zone there. I think he was playing like quarter zone and he baited Sam Holland to that throw, which
The
is
fact that he can like run underneath it and like really catch up to it and almost look like he ran the play and get underneath it is like really impressive. He has big playability. Like I'm glad to see him get his first interception. I love Deonte Banks, man. He's a really good player. I think we got our cornerback one, man. He's a stud. I love
I
him.
think we do too. I don't want to speak too soon on it, but he has looked very good. Even in this game. I mean, Terry McLaurin had a few big plays on him, but that's Terry McLaurin. I mean, he'll have big plays
That's
on
bound to
anyone.
happen, but I think he did good for the most part.
No, he did. He did do very good.
Look
I think
really good.
he had like one holding call, I think, but I'm not
He's
mad at
really
that.
aggressive, but I like that. I like that in my corners. I like my guys to really get their hands on, and I think as he progresses and matures, he's gonna get to a point where he's gonna learn the boundaries. He's gonna load 5 yards. Let me get off this guy. Let me just play ball. You know,
Yeah,
that's just gonna come with time in the league. He's
yeah.
young.
He is young, and I'm very excited to see what kind of player he could be.
Oh, we
Boom,
have
Saquon.
oh,
Juke here, right?
here we
You
go.
yeah,
Yep, there we
shut up.
go. He's in the end zone.
Those are just plays
End
that
zone
Saquon
mystery.
makes.
The end
And,
zone mystery, man. Look at go celebrate.
and then when we don't have Saquon, we don't have explosive plays like this. That's what we're missing the first half of the season almost.
We need to Saquon's like built for this offense, and you saw his importance last year. Uh, it's just good. I love seeing Saquon in the end zone, man. He's really like a spark on this team, and his
Mm-hmm.
pass blocking ability has really improved the last 2 years.
It has.
He's and I love Saquon.
I think we have to sign him to like a 2, 3 year deal after this.
We have to figure something out. I don't know. Well, they'll figure it out. I think
Yeah.
both sides. I know Saquon joked in the post game, but I think both sides committed to working something out.
If you're Saquon's agents, you're going, look, when I was on the field last year, I produced. When I was on the field this year, I produced. And
But
when I wasn't on the field, the Giants offense did not look good.
yeah, but the injuries piling on doesn't really help his case either. Like I understand his value to the team, but it's not really going to help him when it comes to the table when we're talking long term deals and guaranteed money down the line.
I
Um,
think, yeah, I can't believe that we're gonna have to franchise tag him again.
yeah, I think he's going to be pretty upset about that. So I really don't want that. I don't want that to cause a rift again in the franchise. I mean, I hope we figure something out, but
Yeah,
I don't want to throw too much money at him either. So
yeah, that's a conversation for the end of the season, though.
yeah, yeah. See this play right here.
End of the first half.
Oh, Jackson
Boom.
Kayvon.
Dex and Kayvon get there
Let's
so
go.
quick. And
Let's
that was the first sexy Dexy dance of the season. I was hyped.
let's see it. Yeah, man. He's such a beast, bro.
He is a beast, and he dominated Nick Gates this game.
He was a monster this game. Like this game, he showed why we paid him, and he showed why he's an elite defensive tackle. Like he's the best nose tackle in the NFL. He
Oh, he
without
is the best nose tackle, no
without a
doubt.
doubt.
he the amount of power he has to just drive back centers and guards is just
He's a freak.
ridiculous.
Yeah, he's a freak. Oh man, look at the play.
Oh, is this gonna be the Sterling Shepard drop punt? So we're up 14. I think they just went 3-and-out. Washington just went 3-and-out in their first drive of the second half. I'm
We
thinking,
had
okay,
a
they
we
haven't
had a
stopped
muff
their
punt earlier in the
offense
game,
with Eric Gray.
and we recovered it graciously.
Yeah. And then Eric Gray got hurt on that play.
And then we had to put Sterling Shepard in because we don't have another capable returner on this team.
Yes.
We
Sterling,
put Sterling Shepard out of position.
this is a huge problem I have with, again, Thomas McGonaghy.
What's going on, man?
Yeah. I honestly think we have to elevate someone from the practice squad just to return punts. Like
Uh,
after,
we signed some guy today, Gunner
did
from the
we?
Steelers. I think the Steelers cut him, but I know he's had fumble issues the last year. I want to say the last 2 years, but he was a first team All Pro guy in 2020 with the Patriots.
Really? Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I saw that. I knew we
yeah.
signed him,
I don't know how I
but
feel about it.
we need to figure something out because after this play, I was so afraid
I was
when.
so like this is where this is right here. This is where you see the momentum like kind of shift.
Oh yeah, in the whole game, yeah. Because I'm thinking, oh, we got the ball back. They haven't been able to stop our offense in the first half. Like, I'm excited. I think we're gonna go out and just put up
We're gonna
another
score right here.
touchdown. Yeah, we're going to
We're
score.
going up 3.
Yeah, and we'll just see what happens here. Good punt. I think you should fair catch it. Boom.
Oh my how?
I
That's
don't remember the last time I've seen Sterling Shepard return to punt. I don't know if he ever
never.
has. Yeah. And then after this, we put Darius Slayton back there.
He looked pretty good back there, I think.
I mean,
Then this kid's been he looked pretty good yesterday.
didn't Darnay Holmes return punts for us last year for a little
I
bit?
think so. I remember somebody saying something about put Darnay back there, but we had it like how about that guy Jaden Mickens that we had on the squad?
Yeah,
All right, I had a problem with this play.
with it.
This is the only problem I had with Wink's defensive play calling yesterday. Wait for it. It's the next play.
Wink's
This is like
defense
Wink called
wins.
a great game.
He
Wink
played
called
an,
an amazing game. But
he played,
if I have to critique one thing, even though I hate to do it, it's this one. We're running
you got to pause it quick.
we're running 2 down linemen here. Second and goal. They're running, I want to say like a heavy set because I see a tight end right here, and they're running these 2 receivers tight.
Close. Yeah.
They're running them tight.
Right.
I don't like the 2 down linemen. I think we should be going at least we should be getting at least the Ashawn Robinson in here, but I get I get the positioning of the field. It's hard to get the guys on the field, but
We need Ashawn Robinson to the right of Sexy Dexy.
yeah, I think we need some hands in the dirt on this play.
Sexy Dexy. Yeah. I mean, to only have 4 on the line, that hurts. And
Next got held a little bit right there, but I mean that's not something that's gonna get called ever.
no. And this, yeah, so you said this earlier. This is when the momentum changed. I was like, okay, we let up a touchdown, but that was like a short field. I think they only went like 20 yards or something. Now I'm starting to get
That was a free
scared.
touchdown. We
It
just
was a
gave
free
it
touchdown.
score.
Yeah.
We have one more play here. And I think this is a Jalin Hyatt play.
Yeah. Look how far, before you play it, look how far the corner is off Jalin Hyatt.
Yeah.
Dude.
I think we may be the biggest Jalin Hyatt advocators in the Giants fan base.
I
honestly.
am. It's Jalin Hyatt and Cordell Flott. I will
Jalin
defend
Hyatt,
those guys.
Cordell Flott, and Deonte Banks. I don't have to advocate for. His game speaks for itself, and he's a
Yeah.
first round pick, so he's playing up to.
But this corner is 9 yards off Jalin
Yeah,
Hyatt.
what is this one? Yeah, that's crazy.
2nd and 9. Let's just watch his speed. Hopefully they show it just the matchup after this. Tara looks left, throws it right.
And it looks like he's
Easy.
jogging the whole way.
So easy. Damn, they didn't show another angle. That's fine. That hurt. That's Saquon.
No, but this hurt. This hurts. Like I love Saquon to death, but Saquon, fumble right there. I know. Listen, you saw the thing he said post game about it. He was like, if we lost the game, like they would have shipped me out of here. Because of the
Really?
fumble. Yeah, he said
Just
that.
talking about all those trading rumors.
Yeah, yeah,
I
but damn, that's just.
mean,
I just
Saquon.
hate that that happens when he's having a good game.
I mean, Saquon only like lost like one fumble in his career. Like,
Yeah, and he's only fumbled 5 times.
yeah. And then this was a tough time because I mean, our offense didn't look too good in this third and fourth quarter. We finally hit the deep bomb. We're in the red zone, knocking on the door, and then to honestly put the game away. Washington only scored 7 points this whole game, and that was because of that muffed punt. If we put up a tutty right here, the game is 100% sealed in my eyes.
And if we get the ball back right there, and if Shep is able to field that punt, we can at least take a lot of time off the clock and make the game a lot more comfortable for us.
Yeah.
Like it'll be a 2-score game at that point, and then we probably walk out of there with a win, and we're not stressing.
Is this the
Right.
do they
Yeah.
have the Kayvon missed interception
I
in here?
was
Or no?
just about to say something about that. You read my mind. I was
What,
just about to say something about that. I don't think
what
they.
that missed interception hurt because again that would have put the game away too. There's so many plays that the Giants just shot ourselves in the foot, but somehow we
Oh,
squeaked a
look,
win.
here it is. Here it is.
You could see it. Who got pressure right there? Is that McKinney?
Oh my!
Boom. He was going to the crib. I felt so bad for him too because he played a
Come
good game.
on,
I wanted him to
Kayvon.
have it.
Any pressure here? Is that
Ashawn Robinson and
McFadden?
McFadden.
I think so.
Yeah, he's been good off.
He's a big bro. He's so good.
He's been playing well this year. I'm pretty sure he's like one of the highest graded players on from
He just
last
rated.
game.
I think he graded 89. #1 linebacker, maybe.
Yeah,
He's a
let me look.
beast. But
I mean,
Kayvon.
if we're talking grades, we had Darren Waller had the highest grade. What do you have? 9 cat. Wait.
Did he?
Yeah.
I
So
think Ricky
Darren.
McFadden had the highest grade on the Giants on
Maybe he
PFF
did.
in terms of PFF.
Darren Waller had 7 catches, 98 yards, a touchdown, and averaged 14 yards a catch. Jalin Hyatt with averaging 37.5 yards a catch this last game. That's just nuts.
We got
But
we got to feeding this guy, man.
But on offense, our highest graded players were Darren Waller, Hyatt, and Mark Lewinsky, which is surprisingly, he's been playing pretty well.
I think he just had his best game as a New York Giant.
He's been improving the last couple of weeks. So
he's been impressing me.
So with Bredesen playing well, not Bredesen, with Glowinski starting to play well. Pugh is up and down. He hasn't been playing his guard
He hasn't
position.
played his actual position.
And so next week we have the Jets. What we might get some healthy players back. We're not sure yet. It's still early in the week. We'll talk about it on our next podcast maybe. But who's your dream lineup for the offensive line?
My early dream lineup for this week's offensive line.
For this week.
If Evan Neal's not good to go,
I honestly don't want him
like,
to go.
I don't want him. I honestly I really don't want him to play right now.
Yeah.
Selfishly, I kind of want to see Tyree Phillips get another week.
I would love to see Tyrod Phillips get another week.
I wouldn't mind it because we've only had a small sample size against good pass rushers, and we have a good matchup against us ahead of us this week. Ideally, if we get Andrew Thomas back this week, left
I think we
tackle,
will.
obviously, that's
Yeah.
our guy. That's like the most valuable player on our team, clearly.
100%.
Left guard.
This one's tough.
This one's really tough, man.
This is tough.
like because Ben Bredesen just graded as the #3 center for the week. Justin Pugh did horrible this week. He graded like a 16 grade, and he allowed four. I want to say he allowed 4 sacks, but only 2 counted.
Yeah, 2 got taken
The
off.
flags.
Yeah.
It's a tall. I think it's a coin flip between them, man. But
I would put honestly, I would put Pugh at left guard.
I think I'm leaning towards that as well. But I also know that Pugh was brought here to be a depth piece. So
Okay.
with that understood, I can see how they go and shift and put Bredesen at the guard spot. I won't mind either, to be honest.
Okay, so let's just say that JMS won't play next game. So because Andrew Thomas looks more ready to go next week than JMS, I think.
Yeah, and I don't know if I've heard anything on JMS, but if he plays this week, that's huge. But I
So
wouldn't be
Thomas,
surprised if he plays this week because they would have put him on IR if he didn't. If he was going to be out 4 weeks.
yeah. True,
So
true. Um, but so we'll have Thomas left tackle. We'll have say Pugh left guard, then Bredesen center.
and
Um,
Lewinsky,
Glowinski and
guard, Tyree
Phillips.
right tackle, and
Yeah,
I'm fine with that.
I'm fine with that. I think if we roll with that lineup versus the Jets, that gives us the best chance to hold their own.
We talk about how we were deciding who's going to start between Justin Pugh and Ben Bredesen, and Mark Lewinsky was like the lock at guard. Like that's such a shift from like the first game of the season where he allowed like 9 pressures.
Yeah, I mean, something he must have lit like
He
Dable must have
locked
lit
it
a
in,
fire
man.
in him. Yeah,
He locked it in. He locked it in this week.
yeah. He even had his problems last year, which I'm surprised that he like won the job this year with his play from last year because it really he wasn't that good last year.
yeah, but there's incompetency at the coaching position in that room. So
Yeah.
get it. And listen, there's money allocated to him. So
Yeah, I feel like because he was the first person we gave a big contract to.
yeah, first free agent, I would say. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, do you have anything else to say about this game?
Oh, yeah, dude, the defense was lights out. Like, what do we have? 6 sacks? Yeah, 6 sacks.
6 sacks is ridiculous, dude. That was the
Bex
more
had
more
8 pressures.
sacks. Yep. Yep.
Kayvon had 5.
Yeah. Kayvon,
Bex
we
had
said
one and a
this.
half. Bex had 2 sacks. Kayvon had 1.5.
The pressure got there. We got there. And I don't know if that's because the Washington's O line wasn't too good, but we
Oh, they're
weren't look
not, but we should take advantage of the opportunity. Like that should,
100%.
like I understand their offensive line isn't good, but if we use that mentality, like we go into every week, oh, their line's not. We should dominate these games, and this is the kind of game we should be seeing for a team that just had 5 sacks. I think going into this week, we dominated.
We did dominate. Their offense, Sam Howell looked like he was seeing ghosts out there.
Yeah, we were there, man. We were, and I just want to point out last week I said I want to see Kayvon. I'm not Kayvon McKinney. I want to see him blitzing. I want to see him come on the side of a tackle, come around him with Kayvon on the edge.
Him and
They did
Kayvon
it
on
with
one
Pinnock.
side.
They did it with Pinnock instead. He got home.
Pinnock did get home. And we saw
Wink
Pinnock get
listened
a
to the
sack
pod.
earlier.
Wink listened to the pod. He listened to me.
Honestly, yeah, Wink probably listened to the pod and maybe it was some Kafka listening to me to take some deep shots at Hyatt.
Um, I wanted to ask you, did you hear about the Brian Dable taking over like the offensive meetings this week?
Yeah, I did hear about that. That's something he did when he was in Buffalo, right?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
But he hasn't done that with us.
No, I saw
So
that. I
I don't
mean,
know if that's
I,
trouble in paradise or what's going on? What do you think
I
about
I
that?
don't know if maybe he just starting to lose trust in Kafka. That
I
might
think
be it.
everybody is slowly.
Yeah. I honestly, it's been confusing because this came out since the Cardinals game where it was like, oh, is Dable calling plays now?
Yeah.
And I mean, ever since that game, like when our offense looks good and there's just speculation that Dable's calling plays.
But ever since the Arizona Cardinals game, I don't think I've seen him call. Like I haven't seen a play sheet in front of him. I want to say I did see it one time.
Yeah, I saw it one time. I forgot what game it was.
Me too. I want to maybe the Seahawks first drive.
But regardless, this this game versus Washington was 100% Dable's offense.
It
We
looked
didn't
better. We didn't
it,
score as much, but we looked much better. Like Tyrod he knows how to manipulate a pocket. I hope that if Daniel Jones comes back this week, I hope he's been watching Tyrod's film on how he like avoids the pressure in the pocket. Not even joking. I think Tyrod's done a really good job at that. I know we haven't scored a lot of points, but just having a backup that's able to come in and win games is a
it's
win.
nice. I mean,
That's
there's a real argument to be made of who should start next week. And that's a crazy
yeah.
thing to say because we just gave a quarterback 4 years, 160 mil. Like,
There's an argument to be made, but there's really no argument. I don't think Dave. I think Dave's made it pretty clear. Daniel Jones, if he's healthy, he's playing. Like
yeah,
there's an argument
Dable
amongst
has made it
amongst the
clear.
fan base, but I don't think there's an argument amongst the people in the building. I think they know what the deal is this week. If
Yeah.
DJ's ready to go, DJ's playing this week.
Yeah. And I don't know. I want to see Daniel Jones be comfortable if he comes back next week. If there's any hesitation in his game, I'm just like put Tyrod back in.
Oh, that's gonna be the thing if he comes back, because he's gonna if Andrew Thomas is slated to come back this week. So I think that's what they were waiting for him. Like I
That might
think
have been it,
he might
honestly.
have been able to play this last game against the Commanders, but they were like, let's just wait, let the line get a little healthy. Let's not get you killed back there. Uh, but if he does come in and like stink it up, I
The
mean,
the fan base is gonna go crazy.
fan base is gonna go crazy because Tyrod was able to do that with Justin Pugh playing out of position.
Yeah.
Uh, Tyree Phillips coming straight off of the
The
Eagles
Eagles
practice.
practice one.
Yeah, like and
Yeah.
then
I mean, granted, they did play well enough to get a win. It's
they
this
did.
line, the
But
line that's played versus Buffalo and versus the Commanders were not the same lines that played against like week 1 versus Cowboys.
yeah, but also we have to credit as much as we can say the offense has played solid. We have to credit most of it to the defense. I want to say
Oh
because
yeah,
I think I saw something that we were letting up 30 and a half points the first 5 weeks, and
it's
then the last
ridiculous.
two we're letting up like 10 and a half or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah,
We're still scoring around the same amount of points that we were scoring the whole season, realistically, like 7 points last week, 14 this week. Like we're staying in the same range. Just the defense is really stepping up and playing like a top 5 unit the last 2 weeks.
yeah. Because I mean, we were hype on this defense coming into the season, and I don't know if it's because the offense was putting the defense in bad positions, but the defense just hasn't looked good for the first I don't know, like 5 games. The last 2 games, dude, they've been looking
Starting to
like a
gel
top
together
5
now.
unit.
They're
They look
starting to
good.
gel.
Yeah. And we're healthy. We don't need a Door Jackson.
For the most part, we're healthy. Ojolari's just
Yeah. I mean, or we
right
assume
now.
he's hurt. But
He's hurt.
yeah, but that's fine because we can get pressure without him, honestly. Kayvon's taking the step as a pass rusher. He's getting pressures now.
Yeah, he's
Um,
growing. His game is developing. I'm people can say what they want about Kayvon, but 21 pressures on the year. I think he's really improving. He has 5.5 sacks now. That's
yeah,
more than he had all of last year.
more sacks and more pressures than he had all of last year
I want to say he's either tied for fifth or he's number 9 in the league in sacks.
in sacks. He should have
So
had that pick six. I mean, it wasn't really
he should
him,
have had a
but
pick six.
yeah,
That was a
I'm
free gimme.
it was a free gimme.
Listen, if we lost, we would be really upset about that. But thankfully, we won, and we could just like laugh about it.
Yeah, we could laugh about it because I'm pretty sure I could 100% just go up there and catch it.
I would have caught
Well,
that. I would have definitely scored.
yeah, I
I
would have
would have
caught it
caught that.
one-handed.
Oh yeah, I would have caught that. Jumped over an offensive lineman, did a backflip in that zone. But that's the difference between me and Kayvon. Like we don't really think the same when we're on the field. Uh, but it's all right. Listen, he'll get one. First touchdown in 221 minutes for our offense.
Yeah,
How
which is
pathetic. But
insane.
let's go.
We got a first half touchdown too.
Let's go.
So we
Let's
got
go.
who we got? We got the Jets. I knew we had the Jets, but it's at 1 o'clock. Okay. At
Listen,
least
bro.
at least we get the 1 o'clock games because we can't win on prime time.
Throw the first part of the season in the trash. New part of the season. Last 2 games, we've looked good. We played Buffalo. We played the Commanders. They're both good. Commanders are on a solid. They're
I'm
not
I,
solid
I'm not
defense.
afraid of the Jets. I'm not
I'm not
afraid of
afraid of
them.
the Jets. The Jets have a good defense, though.
That's
If
fine.
anyone
We do
comes
we do
back, I'm
too.
sure we can adjust. We have a good defense as well. I
Yes, we
just
do.
do need to make Zach Wilson throw the ball. Beat us with his arm. We'll talk about that next with another pod,
Yeah,
though.
we'll talk about that in the next podcast. Damn, I wanted to say something, but I'm forgetting
About what?
about the game. Ah, damn. I forget about it.
Um, what I wanted to say was Chase. This is just on the Commander side. Credit to Chase Young. He was a monster out there.
Chase Young and Terry McLaurin.
Yeah, yeah. Terry McLaurin was good. When Deonte Banks was lined up across from him. Um,
Banks did shadow him. I don't know if you saw that.
he was doing well.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
want to say he was doing well.
And
It's just some of the zone plays where you can't really blame you can't really put that on Banks.
no, no.
What else do I have here? Um, Waller 8 targets, 7 catches. I mean,
He's a beast.
guy's really coming through for us now, man.
People were saying that he was washed. I was like, did you see him in training camp? Like, I don't think.
You just have to get him going. Like
Yeah,
I'm happy that we're starting to get it going now.
yeah. Oh, okay. Now I know what I want to say. Um, I saw we're only 1.5 games away from the wild card.
We have to lock it in. Let's actually like we have to look at the schedule, man. It's
Look
right
at the
behind you.
schedule.
We have the
It
Jets, we have the Raiders. These are must wins.
com-
Cowboys. We cannot lose 40-0. We have to compete. We have to do better. We're getting healthier. We're improving. Hopefully, if Daniel Jones comes back and he does end up starting, he needs to be decisive. He needs to manipulate the pocket. He needs to not run when he sees pressure. He needs to make quick decisions and get through his reads. We have the Commanders again. Sorry, we have to beat them again. Like that's just ultimately what has to happen. We're gonna play them with the healthier line. We have the Patriots. Like we have to win. I know they have a
these
good
are
defense.
those are must-win games, and we're 2-5, but this doesn't feel like a 2-5 team. Like,
Not right now, man, because the energy is shifting right now.
yeah,
Energy is shifting in this organization and this team. I think it's for better, and I think it's at the right time because we still have a shot. It's not like we're gonna get going against the Saints.
we do have a shot in a weaker NFC conference, and I'm very confident we could win a lot of games going down the stretch, especially if Daniel Jones starts playing the way we know he could, and Andrew Thomas comes back. We start feeding Waller like we did, start feeding Hyatt like we did last game.
Yup.
I'm very excited to see what this offense could be in a little bit because we know the defense is put it together. The
Mhm.
defense is put it together. Now we just need the O to at least put more points up than 14.
They need to match the intensity.
Yeah,
They need to match it. The defense is show, dude. 14 points against the Bills. That offense scores a lot of points. 7 points against the Commanders.
it should have been 0. It was the
It should have
muff
been
punt.
0. We gave him the ball in the 20 and said walk in the end zone.
Yeah,
Like this defense is improving, man. We're seeing something that I'm really hoping. I'm not gonna get too ahead of myself. I'm not even say it, but I just hope that because I don't want I hate when I think like that. You know, it's just like I get a little too excited when we start doing good. But I
yeah,
do like where we are, realistically speaking. I do like where we are right now. We're getting healthy. We need to continue to get healthy. And the offense just needs to continue to improve, man. We need to get an offensive line out there that's going to stay out there and that's going to be our unit and just have them gel. When Thomas comes back, JMS comes back, then we're really, really talking because
yeah,
we have pieces we can move around and manipulate into where
yeah.
they work.
And then we have depth where we're not picking guys off of practice squads and starting them, or getting guys straight off the couch and starting them.
Yep.
Um, I am very excited for this season. Like, if we didn't win this game, or even if we won this game and like looked really bad, I mean, I would have been kind of worried, but we did look
Um,
good.
yeah, but hear me out though. I think this game did have major implications towards our future and how we look towards the deadline next week. Even with the win, I think we still have to look to trade some pieces.
Oh yeah,
'Cause I
yeah,
think there's pieces that can be traded and we can still be competitive and still
yes,
do well. You know what I mean?
yeah. Get a Dory out of
Like
here.
get it. You can move a Dory. Leonard
I'd move
Floyd was having a
Aziz.
Commanders game.
We
Nobody's
have
gonna lose, man. We're gonna lose him for nothing, and then he's gonna play well somewhere and get healthy.
we have also, you said Leo. We have like Ashawn Robinson and Nacho that have been playing decent.
That's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
you can move a Leo contract because we're through half of the season. I'm not sure how much of the cap it will take up, or whatever the contract deal is. But he's a solid player, and he's coming off a good game right now.
Yep, he
So
had
we need to sell when he's
that
high.
block
We need
field
to sell
goal.
when his value's high.
Yep, coming off that block field goal, and it's a
Back.
revenge game for him next week.
Yep. The team that drafted him, sixth overall. He fell in that draft. He was supposed to be top 3, I think.
Yeah, that's which is nuts.
Yeah, man. He's crazy. He used
Okay,
to be really, I mean, he's still solid, but he was really good coming out of college. Remember him.
okay, so I think we will call it a podcast.
Yep,
I'm
that's all we
happy.
got.
Enjoy your victory week because
Enjoy it.
Jets won't be too easy, but I'm going confident into it. We'll do another
100%.
podcast previewing that game sometime later this week. Whenever you want, Nerm. We'll figure it
Mhm.
out. Well,
There it goes.
yep. Thank you guys for watching. We'll be back soon.